What up, guys? This is Casey Israel again, and I want to talk about the boxes in my collection. Um, in the last few years, I would say probably the last 5 years, I've been getting crazy about boxes. Mostly if I see, in the last few years, if I see any loose NES games, oh, I mean, any NES games in their boxes, even if I have them loose, I'll pick them up and then I would turn around and sell the well, keep the best copy and sell the other one so I can get some money back. But when I first got back to Oklahoma from Pennsylvania, I only had a few games. Like I believe I had the Tetris box, I had Mario 3 box, uh, Tech Toxic Crusaders, and a few games that were in their boxes. And then when I started hating my girlfriend, it was very little I had it. I kept it in top of this shelf right here. But then this past weekend, she was like, I can't believe it. I remember when we first dated, and not none of this was all here. I'm like, yeah, I've been going box crazy. I mean, even I have picked up these three Super Nintendo boxes. Um, I talked about these before. I picked a ton of these up in Pennsylvania, and I got an awesome deal for these Odyssey 2 game boxes. Same thing. Oh, well, Super Nintendo boxes. I would at my local video game store. They would sell the boxes. Uh, sorry, buy the boxes, and hopefully I have a copy, or if not, I'll just um buy the game and complete it. And the bunch of these television games, I bought these a bunch. I actually had a ton of these in television games loose, but when I saw a ton of these in television games in their boxes, and they were like $2, $3 a piece, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take as many as they have. Uh, Try not to have doubles. And same thing with these Atari games. And those are down there are RCA Studio 2 boxes. But then down here, I have to move some junk away. I have some Super Nintendo, no, N64 games in their boxes. Some good titles. Um, I'm gonna say probably the first system I really kept the box was the Xbox 360, and I think we just kept a bunch of paperwork in it. And when me and my brother-in-law we went flea marketing, we found this HD DVD drive in the box and a buttload of HD DVDs, and a bunch of them were doubles. So a lot of times I would turn around and sell the doubles if I had them. Then recently I picked up the Green Halo Edition box and a Sports Edition of Xbox box. Then really recent it was the Xbox One box. Has the $500 sticker, and the PS3 box. These are pretty easy because these came out more recent to have the boxes. And really, same time, also as the Xbox 360, I kept the Wii U box from what we have, and honestly, then the Switch. Then we picked up that garbage, one of these knockoff Sega Genesis deal, RCA Studio 2 box. The most plainest box I got in here is this Philips CDI box. Then I showed this before, the Sega Pico, and a bunch of this weird Sega stuff. Then Atari 7800, Zavix, the Odyssey 2. I talked about this before, where I'm not gonna pull this out, but the reason I think this Odyssey, anytime you see the Odyssey 2, you always see the box, because I think just how cool the box looks. Then also recently I picked up the Sega Dreamcast in its box. Same thing with the controller, uh, the RF adapter, a VMU. I also have a PlayStation TV box. I believe that's the one I had before I gave it to my brother-in-law. N64 controller box, the Latin Deck Enhancer box, the U-Force, the Power Glove box, a Sega Saturn Nights into Dreams with the 3D controller in its box, the Power Pad, a Nintendo VR Labo box, the Nintendo 2DS. I talked about this a couple times, where this is the ColecoVision expansion module 1. You put this in the front of the ColecoVision and it plays Atari 2600 games. Then I also picked up, have the Action Max in its box, the Interactor. Then I have some Pong clone systems in its box, like the last few, and I think that's a DJ Hero 3 on the Xbox 360. Let's start with this one. My brother-in-law actually picked up the Sega Genesis. Had the had this weird 360 Turbo Touch 360 controller in there with the box, and a Genesis with, I think, with a Nintendo RF cable. He pulled the trigger on it. He actually made the decision to do it, because I would kick myself in the butt right now if I didn't do it for 25. And not 100% sure. I think I paid like $20 for the Sega Master System box. Maybe 30 for my NES box. Right behind all that Amiibos and other stuff. And then also recently, I think I got this for like $90 for the Super Nintendo box. But I went ahead and went around and sold the Super Nintendo and the controller. I just wanted the box to get some money back. And that question block. Actually, if we're going to talk about this, this statue right here was one of the last of Nintendo Club Nintendo's prize you get after how many eShop stuff points you get, or even points you get for getting games for the Wii and the Wii U. And it comes in the question mark blocks. Well, I think it was a year and a half ago, I saw that vintage stock. I was like, yeah, I'll pull the trigger. I mean, I'm not going to see this as often, so why not? And that is it. Thank you for watching. Bye.